Hello, racing fans. Welcome to another edition of Handicappers Corner, brought to you by the Derby Bar and Grill. I'm Mike Heads, along with Drew Forrester. We're going to go through the Monday, August the 28th races at Hastings, 5 o'clock post time. We do have 7 races on tap. We had a $5,000 carry, a $5,300 carryover going into the Friday program. So as of taping, keep an eye on that. Could be up, getting to the $10,000 mark. We'll get things kicked off in race number 1. We do have $4,000 non-winners at 2 lifetime. Got a field of 7 going 6.5 furlongs. The 3-horse Kelson is taking a significant drop in class.
Has to be tough.
Should be pretty dangerous. Should make its way to the front end. I don't see a lot. I put the 6 Devil in my head and the 5 Flood Watch in behind, who both have shown flashes of brilliance in the past. Flood Watch won his last race, and Devil in my head, 2 starts back, ran very well, defeating Flood. So I mean, these horses are very comparable in ability. So I went 3, 6, and 5. I just think 3's like miles the best.
Yeah, he looks to be. I don't know much to add. You go to especially go to that race 2 back. We went second behind Blur's Final Command, ahead of Hundreds Appeal, who won the Derby trial. Didn't really show up in that 16 non-3, but now in for 4, has to be a handful. And I'm with you. Devil in my head. We liked him last time. Look for him to rebound with a better effort today, and Flood Watch is live as well. Same numbers, same order, 3, 6, and 5 for me as well in the first. On to the second. $4,000 claimant event for 3 and up Colts to go. He's going a mile and a 16th. Oh, this is the non-1, 2, 3 race.
Yes,
I went to E. Taylor. He's been running against tougher horses like Rebus, Power Corrupt, After the Conflict, Born at the Track, Burnham. You go on and on and on. He hasn't been running spectacularly well, but this is a significantly easier assignment for him. I put him on top of Mark, who is a winner this year, but down at Emerald Downs. He didn't hit the board here at Hastings, which makes him eligible for here. I wanted to make Mark a winner. I think he shows up with a much better effort today. And I put the 4 Fishing on the Fraser. Been bounced around in non-2 events in the 3rd spot. He's a distance horse for sure. And Antonio Reyes gets back aboard him. I went 6, 5, and 4.
Yeah, I agree with your top 3. I flip-flopped them. I'm going to try to fit just something silly. I put Fishing on the Fraser on top. I like Antonio Reyes getting back aboard. He was aboard for his win last year. He's a good distance horse. He, for whatever reason, circumstances have beaten him this year. But I like good horse and rider combos. Am I in love with Mark? No. I can see him winning, but I can see him running 4th. Am I in love with E. Taylor? He hasn't run a jump here at Hastings. I know he's been running his better horses, but he hasn't run a jump. And it's like, who do you want to side with? You want to take even money on E. Taylor?
Yeah, exactly.
And so just for value, I thought maybe the 4-horse Fishing on the Fraser, who has proven he can win here at Hastings. He's proven he can go long. And there might be some speed in here. Bluegrass Man's going, Halo's Quest is going, and maybe E. Taylor will be out there as well, but we'll see. But I went 4, 5, 6, or 4, 6, 5 in race number 2. On to the 3rd race, maiden optional 40 for 3-year-olds and up, going a mile and a 16th. This will be the first one of the year. Maiden allowance going along. I went the 1 Lucky Ending, gets in with maidens again. He's had a kind of a crazy year. He started the year off for 4 grand sprinting. He ran 5 wide, 4 or 5 wide the whole race. Just got beat. Ended up 4th. So opted to jump him up to 8,000, and he ran a decent race. Then he ran him long against Soul Cat and Handsome Chef and Fedisov, and he ran a really better than look 4th, beating 2 lengths. And so that's what he wants to do is route. No route races going, so sprinted him back, and he showed why you don't sprint him. He ran a listless race, but just an even race. Then last time, ran in a marathon against multiple winners and lost to what goes around as a 7-year-old. Actually led in the stretch and just got beat late. He's in against 3 fillies. Just I feel he should be able to beat if he can repeat any of his last couple of route races. He'll win for fun. Put the 3-horse Sunspaw in for second, or pardon me, the 5-horse Master Ewan in for second. I thought this horse actually wasn't all that far behind Lucky Ending the last time they met in a route race. And I thought he deserves respect.
I think those are the 2.
He is coming back in a week, but still he's or 10 days. But he's live in here, and I think he'll relish the mile on the 16th trip. As I mentioned, we go back to the second race of the year behind Soul Cat, Handsome Chef. He was not that far behind Lucky Ending either.
Yeah,
so those two are very
pretty
comparable.
even,
And I put the 3, the Philly Sunspine for third. Goes without blinkers. Try her in the mix. 153.
I don't have much to add. I mean, I just flip-flop your top two. I'm stuck between Lucky Ending and Master You, and for the reasons you mentioned, like you go back and it's like, well, Lucky Ending was getting beat for 8.
For 4,
he got
for
beat
4.
for 4.
That's why he was eligible for that. He's
yeah,
eligible
for
the
the
5
handicap,
starters.
Yeah, exactly.
Coming up.
And then then he runs, as you said, a really good race in main special weight. Then back just gets beat against multiple winners. But Master Ewan I like too. So it's those two. I couldn't decide. I figured you'd take Lucky Ending, so I went with the other one to mix it up. But with Master Ewan on top of Lucky Ending, I agree. Sunspa looks to be the best of the rest. 5, 1, and 3 for me in the third. On to the fourth. $25,000 claimant event for 3-year-old fillies.
Tough dash here.
This is an interesting one. And I noticed we've landed on the same horse, and she is going to be a bit of a price, but I know we both landed on her. Speed, speed, speed. Jazz Ladies, speed. Morning Blurs is speed. Where's My Jenny is speed. A lot of gas in here. The last time the Morning Blurs ran, Star to Be Sure ran against Morning Blurs, she almost caught her.
Yeah.
The last time the Star to Be ran.
Star to Be, isn't it?
And it looks like there's going to be gas to set up for a Star to Be. I noticed that Hamill gets off Where's My Jenny to ride a Star to Be with the idea that it's going to set up. That's why I've landed on a Star to Be over Morning Blurs and Jazz Lady. It's picking between those two. They're both very quick and both very tough and on their game right now. Jazz Lady coming out of considerably tougher races. Morning Blurs going up the other way. 3, 2, and 1 for me.
I had no idea what to pick in this race. I'm going to be totally honest. I looked at this race for quite a while and still was no farther ahead. I agree with you on the Star to Be. I think this horse has some upside. Was better than Morning Blurs. Morning Blurs had everything its own way, but Morning Blurs came back and ran huge next time.
Yeah, exactly. Then she come
way
back
better than she did the time before. So I don't know what Morning Blurs is.
But she was loose on the lead, and I don't think she gets.
She was loose the time before.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But I don't think that happens today.
Yeah, that's right. With Jazz Lady, no, and Where's My Jenny?
Yeah.
But I mean, Where's My Jenny was really impressive. Jazz Lady, I don't know if she's in form, out of form. I mean, she ran terribly last time, but I just don't know what Jazz Lady's going to show up. It's just a race I just couldn't love someone.
Yeah.
Okay, Drew, I love this.
Yeah,
race.
exactly.
I can't do that in this race.
Well, yeah,
Is it gold? I've left
I was just
out.
going to say. I mean, you look at Jazz Lady. She ran 4th beaten 12 last time. Is a gold beater, right? And she's going to be a price.
Yeah, I think a Star to Be is the horse that has the most. She's the most versatile that can adapt to any situation.
The right style for this race.
For this particular race, and that's why we've both kind of chosen her. I put Jazz Lady in for second, and Morning Blurs in for third. I mean, it's this outfit, Anita Bolton does well off claims, and wouldn't be surprised to see this one move forward. But I went 3-1-2, but as I said, not a strong pick. But I think you need a few in the fourth race. On to the fifth.
You might want to take a few in here too.
Yeah, I know. Wow, we haven't got a lot of form to go on here. Got a field of 11, 10 in the body of the race. 2-year-old fillies, 6.5 furlongs. Actually, 2-year-old. I haven't got my glasses. These geldings are fillies.
This is the boys.
The boys. Okay,
Yeah.
the fillies are running on Friday, but 6 furlongs here, the about 6 furlong distance, and the 3-horse Another Guinness I thought ran really well.
That was
first
an
time
impressive
out.
race. Yeah.
That was a good run, going 3.5. Really didn't look like a 3.5 furlong horse. Come flying up the inside, finished with good energy, galloped out strong.
His
and
full
the horse,
brother was a nice horse. Go for Guinness.
And the works are good. And Phil's done great with his babies this year. So another Guinness for me to win it. Put the 6-horse Give Me Some Slack, who goes first time Lasix. Another one that ran very well first time out. Very quick heat. He went 39 and change. Anytime you're doing that, going sub 40.
It's quick. Yeah.
That's pretty quick. Richard Hamill rides for Mike Anderson, as you mentioned. Always, they have a great strike rate together. And I put the 1-horse Rogerio also for Mike Anderson, son of Power Broker for the Todd Mountain Thoroughbreds. This horse has been working nicely. Anytime you see a 113 and change, you must pick your head up and realize that this horse can run a bit. And the inside isn't the greatest draw, but Skylar's been on the horse in the mornings, and Mike's supports Skylar a lot.
Yeah.
Because Skylar does a lot of work for him, and He's aboard Rogerio. I went 3, 6, and 1, but there's a lot of horses you can look at in here.
Oh, well, I went to a horse that hasn't run. I went to the 7 Chef.
I can see that.
Yeah, they
Why
paid
not?
26 grand for this guy at
Dino's done
Keeneland.
great with his baby.
Dino's having a great year, period, and very good with his babies. They just won the sales stake on Monday with European. And this guy looks like he can run. He's got some nice breeding, one, as I mentioned, that they bought in Kentucky, and I think that they think a fair bit of him. So I got Chef on top of another Guinness. I agree. I was super impressed with his first race. I could see him making another nice move and dust in this field the way he ran. And I put Give Me Some Slack. Another one, as you mentioned, comes out of a very live race, was actually the favorite that day, and now goes on the Lasix program and adds leading rider Richard Hamill. 7, 3, and 6 for me.
Panhandle only
fifth.
finished the neck and
I know
behind. Give Me Some
Panhandle's
Slack.
in there
There's
too.
another one.
Speaking of a guy
that was
had
running
good
on
with
at the
his
end of the
2-year-olds,
race. and-
Glenn Todd, yeah.
Yeah, just a really tough, there's a lot of chances in here.
Yeah.
I really thought 1, 3, 5, 6, 7 were really the horses in
Yeah.
here.
On to the 6th, 4,000, non-3 for fillies and mares, going a mile and a 16th. Field of 8 in here. I landed on the 1, Discreet Country. It's been running very well all year. Broke her maiden comfortably, came back in a non-2, got beat a couple lengths, then comes back in a non-2, just gets beat. When they're non-2, then they're non-3, just gets beat by such a bargain who's,
It's on a roll
very
right now.
tough.
Speed.
Yeah,
couldn't
very
catch
tough at the
speed.
$4,000 level and right back in for 4. I think Discreet Country is very tough. I put Velvet Rose in the second spot. She
Good run.
run very good. Another one that's when she's in for 4, she's generally fairly tough. Richard Yates having a good year. Got Velvet Rose in for second. And I put Storm Cruiser, who is better going long. You go back, she ran 5th, beaten 6th last time. Sprinting, you go back to those long races before that, she gets beat a half by Bia Holager. Runs 3rd behind La Rondina Forever Crystal. Her long races were better, and I think she's in the mix. I gave 1, 5, and 3.
I got the same 3. I agree with Discreet Country. I think this horse will love a mile on the 16th. I think this is what this horse wants to do. Going to be out there near the lead. Going to be dangerous. I agree with Velvet Rose. Put the blinkers on last time. This horse went
long.
way better.
Yeah.
Relax. I know it wasn't the greatest time in the world, but still, at least the horse is moving forward. You got a confidence boost. This horse can even, obviously run faster than that and be really dangerous. And I agree with Storm Cruiser. She's proven going along, but in the past, I went 1. I agree with Drew. 1, 5, and 3. On the 7th race, the 7th and final, we got some maiden fillies and mares going a mile on the 16th for the $4,000 claiming tag. I'm on the 6th, Mystic Belief. Pretty impressed with her run last time, and I know she had some crazy fractions to run at, but still she got pretty close to them and still finished at the race. The horses that were on the lead got beat a million lengths. They ran 6th and 7th. So Mystic, I thought it was a really good effort from Mystic Belief. She's going to try her to win it, but the one Swagger Cat who was scratched last time comes back and doesn't show on form obviously when they're scratched, but this horse was in and scratched. But she's live in here as well. And I put the 5 horse Pretty Soon, who was out there battling hard on the head end and still ran very well and didn't get beat a million lengths, but still ran well. I thought this one with a better pace scenario would be pretty dangerous. I went 6, 1, and 5.
I went to Pretty Soon. I thought,
can see it.
Yeah,
Better pace. She can win.
Yeah, that was her first time going long, and I thought, she fought on the head end and
Did all the fight.
Yeah, they went 46 and 4 and got a little tired. It was her first time going long, and she got a little tired. I think she moves forward off that. She's in light with the Bug Boy, and I'm going to give Pretty Soon a chance over the 2 Perry Ann. I don't want to give up on her. She had a brutal trip last time, and with a better trip, she could be right there for trainer Rob Maiden. Brutal trip. It was a bad one. I could see her bouncing back with a better effort, and I've been picking her right along. So one of these days, Lord knows, maybe I'll be right. And I put Mystic Belief, who's obviously live in here. She's probably going to take a lot of money. Only got beat a length and a half last time, length and a quarter in that maiden 8 last time. 5, 2, and 6 for me. In the nightcap, that'll do it for our analysis of the Monday night card. Up next on screen will be our picks. Mike, as always.
Back in race number 1.
You're up first. There we
go. I got the 3. Kelson over the 6, the Devil in My Head, and the 5, Flood Watch. Race number 2, I went to the 4, Fishing on the Fraser. I'm going to go 4, 6, and 5. Race number 3, I went to the 1, Lucky Ending. Going to go 1, 5, and 3. Race number 4, number 3, A Star to Be over the 1, Jazz Leading. The 2, Morning Blurs. Race number 5, I went to the 3, another Guinness. Over the 6, Give Me Some Slack, and the 1, Rogerio. But I like quite a few in that one. Race number 6, I went to the 1, Discreet Country. Over the 5, Velvet Rose. I went 1, 5, and 3. And in the 7th and final, I'm going to try the 6, Mystic Belief. Leaf over the 1 Swagger Cat and the 5 pretty soon.
On to my picks. There we go. Back in the first. I agree with Mike. Number 3, Kelson over the 6 and the 5. In the second, I went to the 6, E. Taylor over the 5 and the 4. In the third, number 5, Master Ewan over the 1 and the 3. In the fourth, we agree on number 3, A Star to Be over the 2 and the 1. In the fifth, I'm going to go first-time starter of the Dino Barn, number 7, Chef over the 3 and the 6. In the sixth, we agree on number 1, Discreet Country over the 5 and the 3. And the nightcap, going to go to the 5 pretty soon over the 2 and the 6.
Well, thanks everyone for tuning in to Handicappers Corner. That'll do it for this edition. Just a quick reminder: our next live card will be
Friday night.
Friday night. That'll be we will
28th.
It's it'll be
Well, Monday's the 28th, so we got to do some
28th.
quick
So we
math
gotta
here.
do September. We're into September.
First.
September the and then we'll run Wednesday, September the 6th. Because there's no Labor Day racing, but our next 2 live cards will be September 1st and September the 6th. So we're going to go to because of the P&E, we're going to the Friday, Wednesday program, the next 2 racing days. If you can't make it out to the track on Monday night at 5 o'clock, please do come on out here. The Derby's open.
Yep.
Usually it's not open late on the Mondays, but it is when the Hastings is racing, and so do come out here. And if you're in the South Surrey area,
Check it out.
come on out and enjoy the races. Lots of simulcasting going on. Also Saratoga on the Monday, so
Yeah, that's
good
right.
simulcast.
Yeah.
Always a good simulcast day. On behalf of Drew, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time here on Handicappers Corner.